Well, hopefully I'll be able to edit this together because I forgot an important piece of material that I needed, which was something sticky. I'm placing this guy on something sticky so that way when I pour into him, it doesn't pour all over the place. And what I decided to use was a section of a lint roller because they're meant to be sticky and release at the same time. So I'm hoping that I'll still be able to get it to release. The only bummer is there's an awful lot of sticky there. So I'm going to have to try to work around that or work upside down with it or something. I'm not sure. We will see. Oh, you know what? What if I... Oh, look at that. Being smart on the fly. All right. That's a nice spot that's not sticky anymore. All right. So let's start with number 1. Now, I couldn't figure out which way was up when it comes to making these. So I've decided to do it 2 ways. I'm going to start with the first 2 that I've got going into these spots where they're going to be facing down. But first, I'll put resin in. I'll then put the pieces of art in and then put more resin in on top. I think I would like to have a pair of pliers. Sorry, I'm a little congested today. A pair of pliers, my needle nose pliers, to help me out with this because I don't want to get my fingers down in there. So here we go. I'm going to start out with filling up the syringe. And then, wow, that didn't fill out much, did it? Getting my syringe to fill out more. Okay, there we go. And maneuvering it all around the bottom. And doing the same in this one. I don't see many bubbles. All right. Now, I will take the first piece of art. I'm going to put this one face down in there. Using my pokey tool to poke it down in there really good. Alright, now I'm just going to pour resin on top. And since this is already wet with resin, I will squish this around. I do see bubbles in there now. I forgot to grab the blowtorch. Don't know why I'm whispering. Add some more in here. And then again, this one is going to go face down. And use my pokey tool to Get it down in there. And now pour some in to level it off. Just putting a dollop more in that one. All right, and we'll use this to squish things around. There we are. That one has a lot less bubbles in it. All right. Okay, now the next one, I'm just going to go ahead and pour this time. Okay. I'm making a mess. Of course I am. This time, this one is fitting just underneath. Go ahead, pour more on top. Just noticed a really big bubble at the top of that one. Get rid of that. Seeing these from the back, I can see that the paper is really absorbing the water, except in the spots it seems like where I have the most gold. So see how that turns out. This one here, so far I don't quite see the same thing happening because I can't see the back side. I am noticing right away that the colors seem a bit duller than when I use the marbles. That might change. I have a couple of molds that are faceted. Maybe I get a slight different result with that. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just busting bubbles here. I'm sure there's a pun in there somewhere about bursting people's bubbles. I'm bursting my own bubbles right now. All right. Oh, I got a dot in this one. Oh, well, I'll be able to pull that out tomorrow. Now, I'm going to set this aside carefully. I think I still need to get a few more bubbles out of there, but I'm not going to make you watch me do that. All right. Now we're going to do this guy. I am going to go back to this method. because I felt like in that last one I put way too much down in there. Oops, that was a failure. And I really only want to put a little bit to start. Now we're going to push this guy down in there. Gotta use the poke tool again. And now I'm going to pour. I'm going to pour just a little bit more in there. Whoops. Well, if I'm going to make mistakes, now is the time to do it, right? And I seriously overestimated how much of the liquid I was going to need. So for the 2 molds I did there and this mold here, I've used half of what I thought I needed. Yep. So there we are. Now I'm going to play with these to continue to get rid of bubbles. You can pretty much poke them with a toothpick. I'm using this dental tool. I have several dental tools for different kinds of projects that I work on. So, and these bubbles don't want to burst. So that's where we are. Well, tomorrow I'll make another video and I'll let you know how everything turned out, because these bad boys got to sit somewhere and chill for 10 hours now. All right. Well, that's it for today. Have an awesome day.